Nick Ilkins, just watched the Arsenal game, West Ham Fan TV. Arsenal 2, West Ham 1. Mitchell, it was a lot better than it was last week, mate, but inevitably it was the same result.
Yeah, well, I mean, you say same result. I mean, 2-1's obviously a lot better than 3-0. It's obviously against probably arguably a top six side rather than a bottom half side like Newcastle. But yeah, I mean, a lot better performance today. But again, the result's the same. And to be honest, the result has to be put down to Moyes, which is, for me, very poor tactical decisions. Like, the talking point in the game for me is the VAR, two decisions which at least one of them I think should have gone our way. The Bowen one, very 50-50. He did touch him. There was contact. It was very minimal. But I think it's possibly enough for him to go down, although he did look like he was going down already. But then you've also got the handball one. And for me, clearly, in my opinion, I thought that was a clear handball. He controlled it in the box. It's not like it was hit at him, like blasted at him, which I could understand if it was in an unnatural position. He controlled the ball in the penalty box. He had loads of time for it to come down to him, and he controlled it with his arm, blatantly his arm. And for me, I've seen so many of them given last season against us as well, which I've even said that fair enough. But this one is, for me, a clear handball decision, and I'm shocked personally that wasn't given personally.
Well, as I said before, Mitch, I thought we had the better of the game. I think the difference is not the VAR decisions, which, I think the Aubameyang one could have been looked at a little bit more, and I think the handball could have looked at a little bit more. But you have to take it as it comes with that sort of thing. We've all had a year of it now. We all know what it's like.
Yeah.
It's so inconsistent. But I think the main talking point is not striking while the iron's hot. And what I mean by that is not making substitutions when we're on top, when we've got a lot of talent on the bench there that can win games. And we was looking to win that game.
100% spot on. For Moyes not to see that we were well on top. But loads of chances going in the box, flying in and out of the box. We just couldn't put it away. Bowen should have really scored. I know it was his weaker foot, should have scored. Antonio had a few chances, hit the crossbar. Gabriel blocked it. At that time, we was well on top. We know someone like Haller, someone like Anderson can create more of those chances and put those chances away. While we was on top, that was the perfect time. And as soon as we started playing poorly, we thought, fuck it, we'll bring on Haller and Anderson now, when there's about 3 minutes left and we were 2-1 down. That kind of football it's just Moyes all over. And you know what? I slate Pellegrini, but Pellegrini wouldn't have done that. I'm pretty sure Pellegrini would have probably brought on Yarmolenko and Haller and Anderson probably a bit earlier. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Pellegrini was a great manager for us, but the Moyes tactics is so traditional, which really frustrates me. And I think purely that is the reason why we lost tonight. I think if we brought on Haller and Anderson, Yarmolenko a lot earlier, that game was there for us to be won. I mean, look at the shots we had. I think we had like 14 shots, same amount of shots on target as them. We won top. I mean, the chances we had were much clearer than Arsenal's. Arsenal won. They weren't playing well today. They were completely off. I mean, they cut us open a few times, but there were no clear chances like we had. I mean, and Moyes can't see that, and he just thinks, no, we'll stick with the team that we had.
Just to finish up, mate, do you see a little bit more in today that can give you a little bit more confidence moving into these, the middle of this tough run of fixtures?
100%. Yeah, I mean, like, seeing the fight at the back today did please me a bit, because I did like to see Masuaku play, because after his performance against Cheltenham, I thought he was probably one of our best players. He looked very good, and tonight he was one of our best, if not our best player today. I thought he was exceptional down at left wing, beating men, putting good balls in the box as well, which was really important. And yeah, I mean, I think the five-back formation suited us today. Obviously, I know they scored 2 goals, but I mean, 2 goals against Arsenal is obviously a goal less than against Newcastle, a considerably worse team, especially attacking-wise. So definitely going forward in the next few games, I mean, I think maybe experiment in the next few games with the people up top. Maybe start Anderson instead of Fornals, and maybe try Fornals central, or maybe put Haller up top instead of Antonio. But Antonio scored a goal. It's a tricky situation, but I mean, it's one that Moyes has definitely got to think about in this next week. So Wolves are very tough side defensively. Probably, in my opinion, a tougher side defensively than Arsenal.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I know that'll be a tricky game. We always struggle against Arsenal. I'm not feeling confident against Wolves at all. We're going to have to just take it as it comes, really. Also, actually, I forgot about Fredericks. I had a lot of arguments down Twitter with people about Fredericks who said that they think Johnson should start over Fredericks.
Yeah.
Now, I saw Fredericks play last week, and I thought he was our best player against Newcastle. Don't get me wrong, no one was actually good a player that last week. But Fredericks was our best player, and there was a few times he did come back, make some important tackles, and he did all right. As far as Fredericks goes, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's a great player at all, but I think you can't drop a player who was our best player that night after that performance. So I'm glad Moyes is actually keep with him instead of Johnson, because Johnson did have a shaky game against Charlton. But look, he done everything right tonight. I mean, he didn't really lose his man. He had the pace to keep up with Aubameyang at times as well, and he assisted the goal. It was a good ball. So he's as bad as Fredericks is right now. I can't see Johnson getting back into the team unless he makes a big slip up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's it really, in my opinion.
Thank you very much, Mitch. I really appreciate it, mate.
No worries, mate. See you next week.
Mate,
Take care, mate.